Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Meta Tuesdays here in Arena Underground. This week we play Blue White Blink in Best of 1 Standard. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to click that like and subscribe button below. It's a way to support the channel for free. I have a few reminders for you this week. First thing is we came out with a new show. The first episode was released this past Sunday, and it's a pretty cool series called Last Week on Arena, where I joined forces with the janitor to just play some cool games of Magic, either Brawl, Historic, or just something random that's not the meta, just having fun. And at the same time, we have a cool casual conversation, maybe discussion, type of like a podcast thing, where we just talk about the things that are happening or that happened in Magic the Gathering in the past few days, in the past week. Thus the name of Last Week on Arena. And we have some pretty cool things to talk about, like what Wizards is doing with the current quarantine going on around the world. We're also talking about some new teasers that we got from one of the lead designers in Wizards for Magic the Gathering. And we have some cool teasers for the new set that's coming out this April. And then we talk about the meta and what's going on and what are our thoughts on the current meta for Magic. So if you have any feedback, if you have any comments, if you want us to talk about certain things next week and maybe see some cool decks, if you want to share a deck list with us that we could play next week on that show, let us know. We are here to just hopefully have some good stuff for you guys. Anyway, we also have a goal, which is we want to reach 200 subscribers by the end of April. So we hope you guys can chip in there and just click that subscribe button if you enjoy what we're doing. It's a way to just support us and allow us content creators to have a reason to make our videos every week. You know, having subscribers is what allows us to say, all right, we have some people that are waiting to see our videos. Let's record something. Let's put out some new stuff. So yeah, that's it. There you have it. Again, we hope you guys can help us out with that 200 goal by the end of April. And that's it. Let's go to the deck tech. Okay, so this deck, what are we doing here? Basically, this is, again, a blink deck. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, it means that you're going to want to be exiling your cards and bringing them back into the battlefield. So ideally, like in this deck, we have a lot of enter the battlefield effects with Charming Prince, Flip the Lust. We also have things like Elite Garmage. We have 1 copy of Cavalier of Dawn, and we have 2 copies of Agent of Treachery. So how do we win? I mean, we're not just blinking our own things for infinity, right? Well, this is how we win. Basically, you want to stay alive long enough to get your combo going. What is the combo? The combo is having a Thassa Deep Dwelling on the battlefield and an Agent of Treachery. You could potentially win other ways. For example, we have 3 copies of Brazen Borrower, which not a lot of people have in this deck, but I think it's a very cool card just to tempo out your opponent together with Teferi. And also is a win condition. You might be able to just play Brazen Borrower and win the game by attacking with your evasive creature. Otherwise, again, you want to play and stay alive with your tempo plays, bouncing things, blinking things, and then at the end of the game, you want to have your Thassa and play your Agent of Treachery. That way you start stealing two things on the first turn that you get Agent of Treachery down, but then later on, each turn you get to steal something else from your opponent, which is very cool. But then also, obviously remember, Thassa gets to blink things like Charming Prince again, so you can redo the effects of Charming Prince, redo the flip effect, redo the Elite Garmage effect, which is very important in Best of 1 because you gain the 3 life, but also you draw a card. And then also for protection, what do we have here? So because this is Best of 1, we added 2 copies of Shadow Disguise. So we have 2 Shadow Disguise and 2 Time Wipes. So this is your protection against all the aggro decks running around in Best of 1. And we also have 2 copies of Elspeth Conquers Death, because obviously a lot of stuff is being played right now, a lot of random things, but Simic Ramp, Bant Ramp, and things like that, and you want to have protection against that as well. We also have 4 copies of Deputy of Detention, which is great in the blue-white colors of this deck, together with Teferi, just tempoing out your opponent, taking and stealing their things, at that point just to stay alive again and be able to put the combo together, which is Thassa Deep Dwelling with Agent of Treachery, etc. Also, remember Thassa with Cavalier of Dawn. It's a great way of exile your opponent's permanents. Of course, you're going to give them a 3/3, but still a pretty cool combo. You can also, you know, you can do a bunch of things with this Blink deck. It's very fun. It's very fun. I'm not sure if this is like a tier 1, tier 2. I think it's kind of a tier 2 deck, but it's just so fun to play. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you guys do too. So that is the deck tech. See you next time. Have a good one. Okay guys, this is blue-white Blink in best of 1 standard. And I guess there's a case to keeping this hands because of Charming Prince Scrying 2. I don't like it as much, but we are on the draw, so we also get an extra card, right? We're gonna keep this. Alright, we are seeing Knights. I guess this is Rakdos Knights. That's cool. Pretty cool from our opponent. Now, Aether Gust is not going to be of any good here. Although they are, if they are Rakdos, we might be able to bounce something with Aether Gust. Take 1 from the Fulmar Knight. And they pass the turn. Okay. It's cool. Okay, let's Charming Prince. Scry. Don't want to be drawing any more lands, so... Scry 2. Yep, land bottom, bottom. Okay, cool. The next turn we can Aether Gust something or Teferi bounce something. Blacklands Paragon, okay. Sure. It's fine. I mean, I'll definitely block that if that's their aim, I think. Because they don't have Embercleave yet, so... Yeah, let's say goodbye to that. What could they have? Yeah, they don't have anything, so I'm not sure why our opponent would even try that play. Like, I guess they just wanted to draw something. That's fine. They can't play these yet. What do? We play Teferi. We bounce Fulmar Knight. And at least Teferi gets to maybe stay alive for a couple of turns. That might be okay. And hopefully we draw some action as well to get rid of these cards. That's a land. We are flooding quite good here. I think we might have to change some cards in the deck. Maybe go down to 24 lands instead of 25. I feel like I've been flooding quite a lot recently. Okay, Midnight Reaper. Yep, cool. And Fulmar Knight. Yep. King Agent of Treachery is not going to be good yet, but that plus the Fairy. We can't bounce anything because they're not playing any red cards. Do we just Castle Vantress into Thassa? That seems fair. Having Thassa in play. Alright, so Teferi's gonna die, but we are still at a healthy 18 life points. Opponent could also have some sort of Embercleave in hand. Alright, Blacklands Paragon again. This just gives something lifelink. I have no idea what our opponent's doing. Like, why would they be playing Blacklands Paragon on their main phase? I don't understand. Just to give it lifelink doesn't make any sense. Maybe they think we have counters. Okay, yeah, those are really good hands, but do have a shatter, so okay, so we have 5. They get 2. We get 2 on top of that. Sure. All right. So shatter the sky. They draw a bunch of cards, which is yeah, it's definitely annoying. Yep. And that is why Midnight Reaper is so good. Wow, they replenish their hand. Wow. It's crazy. Alright, Spawn of Mayhem just as a regular, and Shadow Spear. Cool. Alright, so Brazen Borrower is going to be nice, actually, here. We have 5. We get to Hollow Fountain tap. Pass the turn. Go down to 13. Opponent goes down to 18. Draws a card. They pay for Shadow Spear. See what else they do. They love doing things on their main phase, so... Order of Midnight to get back Midnight Reaper. Yep, that's fine. Play the Order of Midnight. Yep. So we can take both of these creatures with Agent of Treachery. So maybe we just... I don't even know. Do we want to Brazen Borrow anything here? Maybe we Brazen Borrow the Shadow Spear? I do like having these two creatures. But we're also down to pretty crazy life total. Alright, they go attacking. Alright, I guess we do return the Shadow Spear back to their hand and take 4. Sure, we'll go down to 9. We should have played the Brazen Borrower there too, but we didn't, so that's that. Okay, so we sacrifice this to grab an island. Play Agent of Treachery. Steal the Spawn of Mayhem. Blink Agent of Treachery. Steal the Order of Midnight. Opponent's turn. We are down to 9. It's not great. Opponent shucks themselves for a Blood Crypt. Destroys their own Mayhem Devil. Okay. Plays Shadow Spear, plays Midnight Reaper. I'm assuming that we're going to steal with Agent of Treachery. Yeah, alright, cool. So, flip goes down, we draw a card. Castle Vantress, yes, we like that. We can play Brazen Borrower just to get Thassa. Yeah, we're going to play Brazen Borrower now. Thassa comes into play as a creature. We attack, although, I don't know, do we want to attack? We don't want to attack. We're going to attack with the Order of Midnight. And we're going to aim to steal this Midnight Reaper. And this should be game. Not sure what our opponent could do from here on, but maybe they have a Ritual set. No, that's game. Good game, Rakdos Knights. Okay, guys, we are playing Azorius Blink, or Blue-White Blink, in Best of 1 Standard. That seems like an okay hand, I think. I'm gonna keep this. See what's next. We are playing... Oh, not sure what our opponent's playing. Here maybe Bant Ramp, right? With these sleeves. The usual. Doesn't have to be, but... We see green, we see Arboreal Gracer. Yep, this is a ramp deck. Be Simic Ramp or Bant Ramp. So we'll just go Hollow Fountain, tapped. Pass the turn. Alright, let's see if our opponent gets to continue the ramp here. Lift Conjure, yep, that's pretty good. So we will need to Brazen Borrow one of these, otherwise we might see Nissa come down next turn, which could be pretty bad. Alright, so we go Island and Brazen Borrow the Lifkin Druid. Next turn we can play Teferi, maybe bounce something else. Alright, they do have a Blast Zone. Well, they can't play Nissa yet, but they play a 2/2 Crosses. So Usually when you see this happening this early, it's because our opponent might not have the cards they need. Also, they are afraid of a Teferi, which they should be. So, being that we don't really want to bounce this Crassus at this point. They could play Nissa next turn. I think that's fine. So we just plus and hope that our Teferi lives maybe next turn. Then we can start bouncing stuff. But obviously, Nissa would be pretty bad here. They play Druid, so they don't have a Nissa yet. So that's good. They play the land. It's a tapped Temple of Mystery. That's another reason too, that maybe they didn't get an untapped source here. Go ahead and attack Teferi. Okay. Alright. We go Castle Vantress, and what do we want to do here? I guess we can bounce Lifkin Druid and play another Teferi. Leap Garmage is interesting here, because we could pressure Nissa with it, right? We also have a time wipe. Yeah, we're gonna go Elite Garmage and pass the turn. Draw a card, gain 3. Castle Vantress, that's fine. So if we get to Agent of Treachery, a Nissa, that might be good. Cavalier of Thorns is another card we wouldn't mind stealing here. Alright, they get a land. Nissa goes to the graveyard. They have a Lifkin Druid in hand and maybe something else. Huh. Okay. So we could just Teferi, give them back this Cavalier of Thorns. Go with more of a tempo play. I think that's fair. Okay, we get a land. No attacks. We'll protect our Teferi here. Alright, we see a Castle Vantress. We see Cavalier of Thorns. Put more cards in the graveyard. Gets a land. And goes Thassa. Alright, Thassa, that's not bad. They get to rebounce that, get another land, put more cards into the graveyard, including Agent of Treachery. 2 Agents of Treachery and a Risen Reef. That's pretty good for us, actually. Okay, so we can plus. Can get rid of all these, but it's not great because they get Agent of Treachery, so I think we probably just Temple of Enlightenment and start scrying. I guess our Teferi is going to die. Send that land to the bottom. We do have enough lands for Agent next turn. We're looking maybe for our own Thassa. Huh. What are our options here? I guess we'll keep the time wipe up just in case something happens. No attacks. Yeah, I think our best bet is to Agent of Treachery, take their Thassa, and start blinking our Agent of Treachery. They're gonna top Elite Garmage. It's not bad. We are going to lose Teferi here, but that might be okay. Sure. I guess we can get rid of this Crassus. Doesn't necessarily seems... I think this is fine. Let's let go of this Teferi here. Lifkin Druid, sure. Let's see, what are they bouncing? Alright, they're bounce Cavalier again. Put more cards into the graveyard. Okay, that's good. Get another land, sure. Thassa goes away. So So we could play Brazen Bar, or we could just Castle Vantress. I think I like Castle Vantress just because we could get an Elspeth Conqueror's Death, and that would probably be like really good as well against them. All right, Cavalier of Dawn. Yeah, that's a good card. Keep that one. Okay, because Cavalier of Dawn exiles things, so we can play Island, play Agent of Treachery. Opponent can't really do anything about this. Shortly tapped that, that's fine. We are going to take their Thassa. Start blinking stuff, and that's game. Alright, good game, Bant ramp. Okay guys, we are on the draw playing blue-white blink in best of 1 standard. Alright, so we don't have any board wipes, which could be bad against an aggro deck, but we do have our flip and our charming prince, which could get us there, so we're going to keep this hand. We're going to scry first with Temple of Enlightenment. Our opponent's playing mono red, of course. So we're going to scry with Temple of Enlightenment. They're going to think we're Asorius Control, when we're not. We're going to keep this Shatter. The only problem is Robber of the Rich. Wow. I guess we have to keep it. If they have the Robber, then they have it, and nothing we can do about that. There it is. Yep, that's the usual. We lose our Shatter the Sky, but also we were going to lose it if we send it to the bottom of the library, so our opponent did not attack. I guess that was a punt. Why would they not attack? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, in that case, we're going to Hollow Fountain. Play Charming Prince, aim to trade with this Robber, if that's what they want to do. We're going to scry 2. We're looking for lands, so we have... Oh, we can keep this Deputy, though. Alright, I like the Deputy. You can get a... Although that's going to go away as well. That's annoying. So they're gonna get that Deputy, but can't play it this turn. So yeah, maybe that's a reason not to leave that on top of the library. Forgot about Robber there, so I guess we punted as well, same as our opponent. So we get to flip here. We are gonna have a Shatter the Sky next turn, so it's not bad. All right, another Elite Guard Mage. That's good. It's cool. Opponent has another Shock maybe in hand. All right, Bone Crusher. Yep, it's fine. So they attack, get something. Just a land, sure. I mean, they know we have... Alright, yep. Just staying away from all our stuff. We are going to Shatter anyway. We don't care about this. We just don't want this Robber to keep stealing our stuff. They might have another one in hand too. But we do have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death. That's going to come into play at some point. So, yep, there's the other Robber. It's fine. Steal a Brazen Bar. That's annoying. Alright, they play it. It's fine. What do we have in the graveyard? We have a Charming Prince. I think we just Elite Guard Mage, right? If this gives us protection both and we gain some life, so it's fine. Play another land. Now, Embercleave on Brazen Bar could be an issue for sure. Just gonna block the Robber. We'll see the Embercleave here on the Robber. Okay. So we're gonna have to Elspeth Conqueror's Death the Embercleave. Now, it's not gonna be enough to keep us alive. I don't know. But also Elite Guard Mage aim to Brazen Borrow the Robber of the Rich. Okay, let's do that. I like that. Gain some life. Pass the turn. Alright, they're going on the attack. So I guess we Brazen Borrow now. Brazen Borrow the Robber. That way Embercleave it's not doing much this turn, and we can Elspeth Conqueror's Death at next turn. Attack with Brazen Borrower, which is a rogue, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll trade. Seems fine. Although having Thassa there might be pretty good. This Robber has been so annoying. We need a way to get rid of this Robber of the Rich somehow. And at this point, I don't know how. So, guess we pay 2. We Elspeth Conqueror's Death, the Embercleave. And the Charming Prince to scry. Hope to find like a Time Wipe or Shatter this guy. And they have another Bone Crusher. That's good for them. Agent of Treachery. Agent of Treachery seems good. They're gonna take that. Ooh, that's pretty bad. They're gonna take that with their Robber. All right, we're gonna keep Teferi. You're gonna give them Teferi. Gonna give them Teferi. And see what they do. They're not gonna put Teferi. They're not gonna put Elspeth Conqueror's Death back in our hands. So probably gonna deputy the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. I'm assuming. Yep. Play Teferi plus whatever. Yep. And then they can bounce something. So we agent, we can take the Runaway Stimkin. Or we can take our Teferi bounce the Runaway Stimkin. Draw a card. That seems fair, because we're going to play Thassa anyway. We just want to make sure that... So if we bounce the Deputy, we get Elspeth Conqueror's Death back. Let's bounce the Runaway Stimkin. All right. We might be able to come back from this as long as our agent stays alive. I think we have to take this Robber of the Rich attack. Ooh, maybe they have another Embercleave. Yeah, we can block. We just go down to 3 and ooh, they can pump. They can pump. All right. So they pump. We go down to 1, and then anything just kills us here. Okay, Bone Crusher. All right. Okay. All right. All right, guys. We're onto something here. We plus Teferi. We can deputy the. Beginning of your exile up to 1 other target creature you control. Okay, so we can't really bounce. Let's think about this first. We're definitely going to bounce and steal something. We're going to steal the Bone Crusher Giant. And we can deputy the Robber of the Rich. No attacks. Bounce the Agent of Treachery. We are at 1, guys. We are at 1. Can we do this? Can we do this? Please, no burn spells. No burn spells, please. No burn spells, please. Fervent Champion. Okay, that's fine. Can deal with that. Can deal with that. Alright, we're gonna scry first. See what's on the top of our library. It's a flip. We don't need a flip. We can play a flip. Draw a card. Yes, it's a fairy. That's good. So we can bounce. Deputy. Draw a card. Play to fairy. Bounce. Let's see, what do we bounce? I think we bounce Fervent Champion. Okay, we attack with Thassa. And that's it. Opponent goes down to 14. We bounce Agent of Treachery. Take Runaway Stimkin. Obviously, our opponent's not going to concede because if they draw a burn spell, then we're dead. Did they draw it? Lava Coil. Okay, sure. Gets back Rubber. That seems fine. They get to steal something, I guess. What is it? Flip. That's fine. That gives him another draw, actually, so that's not bad. We kill the Rubber. Yep. So they get a draw to try and find a burn spell here, which could be like a Bone Crusher Giant. Did they find it? Fervent Champion. Nope. Alright, still didn't find it. Alright, that's cool. We get to... Huh. We get to Deputy. Still the Fervent Champion. We get to Plus. Now, are they dead here? So we can attack with 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, we have them. So we can play to Fairy. Bounce the flip. Hope our opponent's not like just keeping that burn spell in hand to... Yeah, and they concede. Alright, good game on a red. Alright guys, we are playing Blue-White Blink in Best of 1 Standard. And, sure, why not? Try this. Opponent, we are on the draw against some sort of aggro white or Celestia deck. Definitely interesting. Alright, Hollow Fountain tab has the turn. So this Aether Gust most likely gonna be good. Playing against Mono White, so Mono White with Giant Killer. Okay. It's cool. How do we survive this? I don't really know. Guess we go Island. Charming Prince. Hope to trade with a Johnny. Try to. Let's send the island to the bottom. Keep the Shatter. Next turn we can Temple of Alignment into Flip. Alright, we see Linden, so Johnny is gonna get big here. It's annoying. Do we take this? Shatter is gonna kill that. But no, I think we don't block. We take the 3 and we hope to next turn block a couple of things. So Temple of Enlightenment. They'll keep the Shatter there. Draw the Shatter with Flip. Okay. no attacks. So we block this turn as much as possible, and then okay, we have 2 shatters, so it's not that bad, right? You can attack with everything, put counters on stuff, which is fine because we're gonna block here for sure. Okay. Guess 1 on Linden. Yep. Alright, so we block a Johnny here and we block Linden. We take 3 from the Giant Killer. Okay, play Castle Vantress, play a Shatter, get rid of all these creatures. They don't have anything that has haste, so that's one good thing. Now another Linden could be a problem, but again, we do have another Shatter. So yeah, here we see Linden and Alcid. Alright, that's great, because we get to Shatter again. They get to attack with Heliod, which is annoying because of the Linden, which gives them all the devotion they need. What do we want to do? I don't think we want to leave Alcid online here. We have to Shatter. I think that's our best choice here. They get to draw yet another card. So hopefully they don't have another Linden in hand, because that will be game. We see a Healer's Hawk, okay. What else do they have? Nothing else. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. So yes, we go Elite Guard Mage and hope that they play maybe more creatures so that we are still alive next turn. Draw a card, gain 3. Then we can Thassa and start doing things. Fairy's not bad. Wouldn't mind giving them back this Heliod. Okay, we see a land and Banishing Light. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. So, Healer Hawk's attack, and we take 1, and then it grows to being a 2/2 from Heliod. Heliod's Devotion. Fine. But Conquer's Death, it's nice because it exiles Heliod. Alright, so we can do a couple of things here. Guess we can play Teferi, give them back the Healer's Hawk. At least we have Teferi online. Okay, so Healer's Hawk goes back to their hand. We draw an island. That's a good card to draw, actually. We then get to Deputy. Take this Banishing Light, which gives us back our Deputy, which can take Heliod. Or actually gives us back our Elite Guard Mage, which gains 3, draws us a card. Alright. I think we're stabilizing now, guys. Huh. Who would have thought? So again, we're hoping our opponent doesn't draw another Linden. Although we can now take the 5, so that's okay. Arcan, that's fine. And Healer's Hawk, meaning that still missing 1 Devotion for Heliod. Let's see what they have in hand. See a Giant Killer, alright, that's the Devotion. Alright, they go on the attack. Do we care about this? Don't think we do. I think we take 6, we go down. Then we get to Elspeth Conquers Death, the Arcan. We also get to do a time wipe, so that's not too bad. Alright, Fable Passage. Plus Teferi. We have 5, 7. Okay. get another basic planes. Alright, so we Elspeth Conquers Death, the Archon. Or, yeah, Archon's fine. Or we could just time wipe. Get back our deputy. Or gonna get back this Banishing Light. That is a little bit annoying. I don't want them to get back that Banishing Light. So I think we're just gonna Elspeth Conquers Death. Get rid of Archon here. Yep. Heliod goes back. We're not gonna attack. We need to be on defense because we are at 6. Now we're gonna start gaining life with Thassa and Elite Guard Mage later on, but for now, they can tap our Elite Guard Mage attack with Healer's Hog. Alright, go Fairy. That's cool. Play the Fairy Guide Mother. What do they choose to do here? Giant Killer, yep, tapping, that's fine. Attack with a Hawk, gain 3. Put a counter on something. Sure. Okay, Agents of Treachery. Agents of Treachery seems pretty good. So we have 5, 6, 7. We can play Agent and take Giant Killer. I don't know if that's going to do it, to be honest. I think we just play Hollow Fountain and aim to... Can also take the 2/2 here, the Fairy Guide Mother. So the time wipe seems nice. Get back our Elite Guard Mage, let them play the Vanishing Light. Alright, we're just gonna pass the turn. With Elspeth Conquers Death, we can get back Elite Guard Mage. Seems fine. Okay, tapping. Do they have something to make their creatures indestructible? I don't think so. They tapped everything for Heliod now, so they don't have much going on. Yep, time wipe. Get back Deputy. Give them back their Banishing Light. They'll take something here. Let's see if it's Teferi or Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay, they take the Elspeth Conquers Death. That's cool. Now we get to Deputy that, get rid of Heliod. And I think we're good.
This might be a bad idea.
That's game. Good game, mono white. Hello everyone, we are playing Best of 1 Standard with Azorius Blink, or Blue-White Blink. And this is a okay hand, I guess, with Flip and Aether Gust as early protection. So, yeah, let's try this. We go first, so we get to play Flip on turn 2 and draw a card, hopefully some action. See what we're playing against here. Oh, I think we forgot to change our lands and whatnot, you know, make our deck look fancier. So, alright, we're playing against mono red, so these Aether Gust might be good. Play our flip here. You don't need to Aether Gust this Scorch Spitter yet. Shatter the Sky should be pretty good. Alright, we see Runaway Stimkin. That's cool. We are going to trade with this Spitter here. That seems fine. So, do we want our opponent to draw this Runaway Stimkin? I guess we do. It puts them behind turn, right? So we're gonna do it during their turn. Let's see what they decide to do here. We're gonna pass, play Aether Gust. See what our opponent wants to do. We don't really mind them drawing this again. This is why we are doing this. It's just like a tempo play on our side. Opponent plays a land, plays the Runaway Stimkin. That's cool. Do they have something else? Let's see. I think we're just gonna go with the same play. Alright. So pass the turn. Another Aether Gust. We don't necessarily have to do this right now. Like, it seems fine. We could let our opponent play some stuff just to continue to sort of tempo them out, but this also puts them behind because they're not drawing anything at this point. So yeah, it seems really good. We could even shatter now, but I think we'll let this go and just scry with our Castle Vantress. Alright, our opponent finally draws after 2 turns. They play another Stimking. That's cool. Let's see if they have something else. They go to combat, sure. They must be really sad that they decided not to let the Stimking go because they had another one earlier, so. Alright, so we have a couple of cards. It's cool. That's a mountain. Let's see if they have something else here. Hopefully it's another creature, potentially. Yep, Runaway, okay. So just growing, yep. And now they're gonna use the Runaway Stimkin mana to play something else, and then we would have an amazing Shatter the Sky here. It's gonna be good. They have also extra mana here with their other Runaway Stimkin, so they could play like an Annex here, but they decided to pass the turn, so we're gonna go ahead and scry. Deputy seems really good, actually. We're gonna send... We are going to keep this land, I believe, and... Yep. We draw the land. We're not gonna play it now. We don't need to scry at this point. We are going to shatter all these creatures, being that our opponent does not have an Annex and we have another board wipe in hand. So I think in the long run we should be good to win this game. Our opponent could also be drawing more action, but I think this is fine. Okay, you see the land, nothing happens. We are now going to scry with our Temple of Epiphany. I'm going to keep the Elite Guard Mage. That's good stuff we can use later on. And we're just going to pass the turn here. Our opponent might have like a couple of Embercleaves in hand that they can't really play. We see another land passing the turn, so they don't have a lot going on apparently. They might not want to play like Torbrand because obviously Torbrand's not going to do much on this board. So that's fine. We're just going to scry here. Yep, we'll keep both of these. These are definitely nice. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and play our Elite Guard Mage. Draw that Deputy and gain 3 life. So this allows us to get just a little bit closer to drawing a Thassa, which is definitely the card that makes the deck work. Opponent keeps playing lands, sure. Gonna play our Temple of Enlightenment, Scry, keep Teferi. Teferi is a good card to have. Attack for 2. Opponent takes it, goes down to 18. Looks like they've been flooding maybe a little bit. We see another land. We see a runaway. Sure. All right, passing the turn. Cool. So the cool thing is, yeah, we'll keep both of these. Cool thing, as I was saying, yeah, the cool thing is Elite Garmage and Deputy both have 3. Like Deputy is a 1/3 and Elite Garmage is a 2/3, so they are protected against things like Bone Crusher Giant. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. We can play Agent of Treachery here and steal the Runaway Stimking. Seems fair, although Runaway Stimking's not really gonna do much here, so we might just Deputy this Runaway Stimkin, still continue stealing cards from our opponent. It's not great if we decide to time wipe later, but at the same time, seems fine enough. It's gonna play Teferi and plus it. This should be game 2. These are some of the best blue-white cards in Magic at the moment for Standard, so I think we're doing pretty good here. Mono Red should have a hard time coming back from this. Yeah, we're just gonna plus here. Attack with both of our creatures. Opponent goes down to 13. End the turn. Go for a Scry with Castle Vantress. Yeah, I'm definitely not sure how they're gonna come back from this. Alright, they're gonna decide to Bone Crush twice here, I guess, to kill our Deputy. And Shock. Do we care about this? I mean, we could just get back Deputy, let the Garmage died, or we could time wipe to kill both creatures. I think we just let this happen. They get back Runaway Stimkin, but we can still time wipe and put Elite Garmage back in our hand, so alright, we're just gonna Scry here. Don't think we need to time wipe at this point. Yeah, Thassa looks pretty good, so we're gonna do that. Alright, so let's see. So we can play another Deputy. Take that Runaway Stimkin. Plus Teferi. Attack with Elite Garmage, put our opponent down to 11. Play Thassa. Start blinking our Elite Garmage. And yeah, that should be game. Gain 3, draw a card. Sure. Seems good enough. We see another Runaway Stimkin. That's fine. And that's game. Good game, Mono Red. That was all for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and click the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Have a good one.